Good morning. It's July 11th. I am not in Regina, obviously. Well, obvious to me anyway. I'm in Saskatoon. And we came up for a event connected with the Saskatchewan Jazz Festival, which was down at Victoria Park along the river. So I thought today, we walked there last night, and I thought, well, today for my walk, I would repeat that walk. We'll go down to where the venue is and then walk back. It should be about a 45-minute walk, maybe a bit less. I'm doing it a bit longer by coming this way first, than what we did last night. But I wanted to go down into the river, walk along the river, South Saskatchewan River, on a beautiful summer's day. It's supposed to be quite hot this afternoon, but right now it's about 22, so very pleasant. I'll go up here. We have to go under the bridge down there. But let's take a little walk into this part of the park. You can see the river over there. We go past the, I don't know what they call this thing, gazebo, bandstand, whatever they call it. The ubiquitous scooters everywhere, of course. Sometimes I walk over the bridge, but today I'm going to walk under it and then just follow the river all the way down to Victoria Park and then walk back by a slightly different route, a bit more in the streets, I think, instead of just repeating my walk on the river walk here. All right, here we go. Oh, it's the Vimy Memorial Bandstand. That's what they call that. Memorial for Vimy Ridge, the battle, First World War battle, in which Saskatchewan people were involved. Got to keep my finger on that stupid switch again. For the entire walk. Very lush and green here as well, as it has been everywhere with all the rain we've had. No rain today. There's a paramedic down there. I don't know what she's down there for. Nobody's in the water. Hi, Kevin. There's the Broadway Bridge. You go up there. Broadway is a nice little shopping area up there. But not going up there today, at least not while I'm walking. At least not on this walk. I suppose I might go up there for lunch, but probably won't. I have a late checkout from the hotel, and Margaretana's working up here today, and I'll get back to the hotel after this walk and carry on with all the publishing stuff I have to do, of which there's a considerable amount. In fact, I sent in the files just this morning for the new Dave Duncan book, Corridor to Nightmare it's called. He died in 18. And this was the last book that he wrote. And I did a previous you go under the bridge. Earlier this year, I published another posthumous novel by him called Traders. There's a look down the underside of the Broadway Bridge, called The Trader's Son. So this is the second one that I've done this year. I do hate the fact that I have to hold that trigger down on this. There's got to be some way to fix that. I still don't know why when I tried to use tape it didn't work. It kept trying to pop back up again. Okay. I don't know why it would. It doesn't really remind me of Ottawa, but I guess it's the river. Now we won't go up there. We'll stay down here on the river side of things today. So the hotel is right there, which I'll be coming back to in about 40 minutes, I think. So we go under the other bridge, next bridge. Just Victoria Bridge, I guess they call it. It's made to look like an old bridge, but it's actually a new bridge, but it looks like the old bridge that was there. Traffic bridge. I don't know if they saved the original support structures or just recreated them. I'm not entirely sure. And of course, those are all new buildings there. Traffic bridge, as the original bridge here was called that. It was the first bridge to get carts and horses and then cars over the river. First bridge over the river would have been the railway bridges. We won't get as far as that one. So we go under Victoria Bridge. Suddenly the path gets much, much wider. Yeah. Palestinians ruin everything, these stupid protesters. Anti-Semitic. Sorry, did I say that out loud? There's the river. Bit of artwork. A little scenic turn up here. Explore River Landing. There's the bridge again. View of the river. And then the Idlewild Bridge, which is kind of boring. You come in on the highway, that's kind of where you end up. You come over that, takes you right downtown. There's the Reme Art Center, also where Persephone Theater is, although Persephone Theater is having major work done on its roof, which surprises me because I was in the first show in that theater and it was only 16 years ago. It was brand new, so I don't know what was done badly on the roof. But they have to repair it again already. See lots of boats on the river. Well, there were lots last night. There's one over there just coming under the bridge. Quite a few people out just enjoying the river last night. I have, but I'm not going to be today walking around the Bessborough. So we're staying in a different hotel. And I'm walking in the opposite direction. I was closest to it when I started. Closest says I'll be on this walk. So this is not nearly as scenic a bridge. The third one here. There's the Rime Art Gallery, and Persephone is all part of that. Persephone Theatre is all part of that. When I was at Persephone, it was just Persephone, and all this is built since then. Really quite a lovely gallery in Saskatoon. They replaced the Mindel. There's another look at it. Nice mural here, which has not been vandalized by graffiti types, surprisingly. Then you get a view around the next bend there, starting to open up. And sort of down that curve, not as far as those buildings down there. Maybe 3/4 of the way down there is where we're headed, where the everything's set up for the jazz festival. They used to have their farmers market was kind of permanently ensconced up there, and for some reason they've had to leave, which is a shame because it was. We always admired their space they had for the farmers market, and they could move indoors in the winter, but I don't know. Don't know what happened there. Not my city. Another look back at the tall new buildings back there. It says a tower on it, but I don't know what the whole thing was originally built as. A power station or something, maybe. Well, there's a huge pipe coming out of it, so maybe it's a water pumping or a sewer station of some sort, storm sewer. You can continue to look down the river as it goes around that bend. And way down there, I think that might be a railway bridge down there in the distance. Or it might be another highway bridge, I'm not entirely sure. No, that's another highway bridge over there. I guess the railway bridge is even further out that way. Some trees blooming. That's the question. Is that a hydro plant back there? Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know the city well enough to be able to say with certainty what anything is. In fact, until last night, I'd never walked along the river walk down to where we ended up. Always gone across the bridges and never kept coming this way. Sort of outdoor gym here. I have no urge to work out though. And there's a basketball court, hoops. Another kind of scenic view looking back here. I should stay further over so you don't get the railing in the shot. Actually, you can see the tents up ahead now, which are the Jazz Festival tents coming into sight there in the stage. It seemed like a longer walk last night. I was walking with Margaret Ann and probably walking a little slower than I am now. I haven't seen it. It's kind of Chinese gazebo. I haven't seen a riverboat out there. We did see there's a pedal bus that you can take. We saw last night a bunch of people sit on it and pedal, but it's a bar, so you pedal and drink at the same time. A warm thing to do yesterday, I would think. So there's where the Jazz Festival is. It used to always be down by the Besborough in that part of the park. Now it's not. Here it is. I'll go around the far side, I think. Or maybe I should go up this side and make this my turnaround. There's nothing really to see on the other side. So yeah, I guess I'll walk up the path up here and then walk back up along there. So it won't be a horribly long walk, actually. It was a much shorter tonight than last night, actually. 17 minutes, yeah. I'll probably be back by 40 minutes in or less. I mean, I could walk further, but I do have things to do, so I'm not really looking for a reason to. I guess I could take the alternate. I'll do that. So I'll turn around here, and we'll follow this path back through the park, a little higher up. Or I could go all the way to the top. Well, this will join up there anyway, so I'll do this. A bit of artwork. So yeah, we were in those tents up there, the terrace, and then here's the back of the main stage. Heard part of a couple of acts. The main one, headliner last night was Shaky Graves, which obviously is a stage name. It's quite good. We didn't stay right to the end though, because we'd been there since 7 and it was pushing 11, so or 10. It was after 10, I guess, when we left. Again, lovely park. It's also getting a lot warmer as the sun comes out. There's that bit of artwork. So this will bring us along this side of this Chinese gazebo. Yeah, this just joins up to the road I would have ended up on anyway, I think, or parallel to it. So bikes everywhere. Yeah, noticeably warmer now in the sun. Yeah, if I take this, I think it just dumps me back on the main Riverwalk. So I'm going to go up. Walk along the street now. Interesting house over there. Art show. It's not just a house. River house, it says. I don't know what that represents. Power line. I guess I could have come on this way, come up here. That's okay. Remember, there was some sort of garden supply store or something over here. We were looking for tiles, I think. I think it was down there. Looks vaguely familiar anyway. Look down at the basketball courts. You probably didn't hear him, but there was a guy down there as I walked by. I said, "Oh, better not be filming me." Mutter, swear. You don't get that very often, but occasionally. Of course, there are no restrictions on recording in the public, so you don't need permission from anybody who's in public. But generally, I try to avoid it. But you can't entirely if you're going to walk anywhere. But every once in a while, somebody will take exception. I just ignore them. We have to go under this bridge. Will be the next. Oh, shall we take another little scenic tour here? Look down the creek. The creek. That's Regina talking. It's not a creek. It's a river, the South Saskatchewan River. I keep calling it the creek because whenever I walk along a river in Regina, it's just the creek, which is, minuscule. Way back, there was an attempt to establish regular steamboat traffic on the river. There's a famous picture that was in my book of history of the engineering Association of Professional Engineers and Geoscientists of Saskatchewan. Saskatoon's own maritime disaster. It wasn't much of a disaster, but one of the passenger boats ran into the bridge, capsized and ran into the bridge. Anyway, there's basically people crawled out onto the hull and walked off because the water wasn't deep enough to sink it. But yeah, maritime disaster right here in Regina, Saskatoon. More artwork, First Nations, obviously. Let me see here. I go up there, or I go back to the river. I think I'd rather go back to the river and then just take a different route after I've been down there for a little bit. So, okay, we'll go back down and do a little duplication of the walk so far. Maybe go up by the Reme once I get past the bridge here. Once again is the Reme Modern there. Art gallery. We'll go in the grass here to get down to the next level. And there's the whatever that is. Yeah, it has to have something to do with water because there was a huge pipe going into it. So, oh, it's a longer step down from here than I thought. But at some point I'll have to jump down from here. it in one piece. Back under the Idlewild Bridge. Do I do live readings? Yeah, sometimes at bookstores and places like that. There might be one or two recordings, but did I put them on my YouTube channel? That's the question. I don't know if I did. Okay, I think we'll go a little further and then go up to the Reme up there. Does this one take me up? Yes. So we'll go this way now. So just that little bit of repeat there, very little. I know I recorded one or two, but I don't know if I've ever posted them on my YouTube channel. I should do more. Why not? It just takes time. That's all. I have recorded a couple of my own audiobooks to read the whole thing, and I have the rights to others that I would love to do, but the time involved is daunting. Oh, there's a bit of shade. Very nice. I will be sweating when I get back to the room, that's for sure. Well, sweating already, but you notice it more when you quit moving and there's no breeze. Can't see anything right now. The light's in my face, so the screen looks pretty much blank to me. So if you're making any comments and I don't respond, that would be why. Yeah, here we are at the main entrance to the Reme. There's a bit of shade again. If you were going in, you would go in here. Alt Hotel across the way. Kind of a pubby place over there that I ate once when I was up here for something. I've been up in the TD building there. It's very nice. They have a really nice space on the top level. It's gorgeous. The view out over the whole city and countryside, of course. Once you get up to the top of a tall building in Regina or Saskatoon, you can see out to the edge of town in all directions. Never been in the Alt Hotel here. They're definitely alt. Every Alt Hotel I've been has been just a little odd compared to every place else. Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but over there is a State and Maine, that's what it's called. I've eaten, and again, that's the Persephone, and you can see they're working on the roof. Take a turn through here. Nutrien Tower, that's what the building is actually called. That's why there was a watch your step, I guess. That's where TD has its offices that we've been up to for banking purposes. Some artwork up there. Down the ramp, around the corner, a couple more blocks back to the hotel, which is actually dead ahead, but the path you follow is not dead ahead. And here we'll cross wherever it makes sense. I don't think we'll make that one. By the time I get to the intersection, it'll probably be, yeah. So we'll go this way. the traffic circle there as you come off the bridge. Those always take a little getting used to if you're in a town that doesn't have them. Like Regina, if it has one, I've never discovered it. There might be one somewhere. And then we'll cross the other way. I might go up another block. It's already pushed. Just to get out of the sun, I might go up a block this direction and then turn right. Yeah, I know there's a comment there, but I can't read it in this light. We're headed there. I have something to eat. I haven't had any breakfast. Just a cup of coffee. Just one cup of coffee. I should have more than one at this point. But so far, that's all. If you go up that way, it takes you over the Broadway Bridge. And Broadway has a lot of little shops and stuff. It's a nice street to visit. Downtown is basically dead ahead. I mentioned last night, their logo here reminds me of what used to be the McKinsey, or not their logo, Regina, but there's a new logo now. Can I read it now? Yes, that is what they say. You can see your dog run away for 3 days in every direction. You probably could from the top of one of those towers. Although if your dog's running away, you should reconsider your dog parenting skills. We have a cat. He's not allowed out, so don't worry about him running away. Shadow Paw, as in Shadow Paw Press. Yes, I like the shade along here. Cherry Insurance. Coach's Corner Sports Bar. It used to be a Mexican cantina. I can't remember what I called it, but I remember it very well. I was never in there, but I don't remember the corner belonging to it. We seem to have a big rooftop deck as well. I think that's what's going on up there. Anyway, never been in there. Edward's School of Business, named after me, of course. So downtown is that way, but we're going this way. Because one more corner and we are, I won't say home, but home away from home. Downtown Delta Marriott. It's where I stayed weekly all the time I was right in residence up here. 2 nights a week for, well, it turned out to be about 7 months because the pandemic hit and suddenly everything went virtual, which is a shame. However, I leveraged that stay allowed me, with a few more stays elsewhere, to get Platinum Elite status last year, or this year I should say. Finally got there, and I think, well, I'm sure if all our stays happen as currently planned, I'll get Platinum Elite for another year. Which is nice because they give you an upgrade, and if they have one, and you usually get access to some sort of, here it's called the pantry, and it's just, you get Cokes and things in there, which is nice. In fact, that's where I'll go to get something to eat now that I'm here. And done the walk. Once I'm across the street, just step into the shade for a minute and call it quits. So here we go. Thanks for walking with me. I'm going to walk along the river walk here in Saskatoon, South Saskatchewan River. And I don't know if there'll be a walk tomorrow or not. We'll see. Bye for now. Oh, there'll be a short one tomorrow. I have to walk down to my doctor's office, so probably about a 20-minute walk tomorrow. Okay, bye for now.